Hey guys, I recently bought the Intec fighting stick, the Switch version for the Arcade1up cabinets, and I put it in the other day, and I just want to go over some points about it, my review and my thoughts, that kind of thing. But before I do that, I want to cover a couple things. If you go to Amazon, there's actually a whole bunch of these, but not really, because when you buy it, you pick, do you want the one for the Dreamcast or the Saturn or the Super Nintendo. Most of them, you just get the standard unit, the one that I got that comes for the Switch. And then like this one, I wanted to get the Saturn one. All it is that you have these two adapters, and these allow you to use these controls on your Saturn when your Saturn's hooked up. That's all it is. So I bought it without any adapters, and it works on the Switch. But yeah, you need these if you want to do anything else. The other unit is the NES one. Let me pull that one up. So this one looks different. You can tell it has just, the two buttons instead of a whole bunch, and it has a cartridge slot on top there too. I think that's a bad design though, because look at this picture. If you look at that, that's pretty big. The cartridge sticking out like that. I think that'd be pretty distracting. So not a great idea. But I guess you had to see it in person, I suppose. Still, it's kind of dumb. Anyway, I'm not going to buy that one. I am going to buy the Saturn adapters for sure, because my whole point was to get this for the Saturn, or to play Saturn games. So I'm going to have to buy that, and I'll do an update on that when they come in. So, yeah, so that's most of it. When I was putting it together, I kind of got confused about a couple of things about how it worked. I was kind of thinking out loud and talking about how it gets installed and wondering if this or that. I just wanted to cover a couple points right now before we start the review, just so it's clear. Because if I'm thinking out loud during the video, what I think out loud might be wrong, because I hadn't tried it out yet. So just to be clear, you do have to replace the PCB. There's no way around it. You take the old one out, put the new one back in, and then you hook up the HDMI cable and all the monitor and everything. So if you wanted to have it where you could have like this one and then a stock one, you'd have to have some kind of splitter. Which, I mean, if you replace the monitor and your monitor now had HDMI input, then you could get an HDMI splitter. You would need two power supplies, because each PCB had its own power supply, so you have to keep that in mind. Also, there's no plug-in for the marquee, so if you're planning to use the marquee, it won't work. But I have the old Mortal Kombat 2 machine, and I bought a aftermarket marquee for that one. And that one would work, because that one uses a splitter and uses the stock Arcade1up power supply. That would work. Also, the speakers are bypassed too, so it has its own speakers, you can tell, and they're not that great. You'll see in the video. When you're playing the game, they're fine, but when you're on any kind of quiet spot, you hear some feedback. It's kind of weird, so that's not great. But I thought it's pretty good. It was fine, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, there's no analog stick on this. There's no second analog stick, so you can't really play any 3D games. In the video, I was trying to play Doom, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't turn. I was trying to like strafe and stuff, and it just kind of occurred to me after the fact that it's because I didn't have the analog stick. So that's why. So no 3D games. And also, the screen is cut off a tiny bit. It's not a big deal. It works totally fine. The instructions do say that you can hit a little switch to fix that. It did nothing for me at all. So whatever, it's fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll start the review now, and then I'll do a little closing video when I'm done. Okay guys, before I go any further, I thought I wanted to go over what you get in the box. Normally I don't like unboxing videos or build videos. I think they're kind of stupid. But this one, it's not clear what you get when you order one. So I want to just kind of lay that out quick. So obviously you get the controller deck. It's not bad. The sticks are good. Buttons are okay. I mean, they're better than the stock Arcade1up ones, but, you know, what isn't? And then they have 2 switches. I don't know why they have 2. I'm not sure what this is for yet. But they have the first one, and it's not modular, which is very nice. I have no idea what the hell these are. I'm assuming they're maybe macro buttons or something. But 2 speakers, and the build quality is really good. It's got a plastic overlay, which you can blow up. And what you can put, it comes with these like faceplate things, and I mean, I appreciate the effort, but man, some of these are pretty awful. I mean, Space Invaders and Centipede is okay. Galaga is kind of looks like a Lego thing or Play School thing, but it's still okay. Mortal Kombat's, you know, kind of cliche, but still not bad. Final Fight, actually, I like the meat stick. It's pretty funny, actually. Rampage is okay, actually. There's some bad ones in here. Street Fighter 2 is pretty lame. Burger Time, I mean, come on. And then Marvel Superheroes, this is like so generic. I don't know. And Pac-Man, I mean, yikes. I mean, come on, who's gonna use that? So anyway, again, appreciate the effort, but if it was gonna be $10 cheaper without them, I'd take that. Anyway, get an HDMI cable, which is nice. Ribbon cable for the PCB. Instructions, which are good. And then the PCB itself, it looks like it's the same size as the Arcade1up PCB, which is not bad. Has a sticker. Arcade1up monitor cable must plugged in the correct way. Plugging it to the opposite direction will cause short circuit and blow your monitor. Wow, great English. And they just kind of, it's just kind of stuck on here. I don't know if you just pull it off. Whatever, we'll deal with that later. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do the turtle cabinet just because I don't play it that much. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Now we just disconnect. Another reason I want to do the turtles one is because I don't have this one has no light up marquee, so I think that'll be a little easier. That is a factor though. I'm gonna see when I'm done if it did have a light up marquee, how would you do it? There it is. Okay, let me get the other one. Okay, I'm going to bring this in just for a second to show you guys. This is what they're talking about. So, it's dark in here, but you can see the red cables are on the left and they have the little white mark. The instructions say, the ones that are in terrible English, to make sure that white dot is on the left, and otherwise you could plug it in backwards. So, let me get this camera back here. We'll put it in. Okay. So, another thing to keep in mind, I think it's really important which model you pick or which cab you use, because speakers are up here on this one and they're not going to be used. So, that's just going to hang there. Interesting. Okay, before I move it over, I just wanted to double check one thing. I still have to put the ribbon cable in, and there's 2 sides, and the instructions are not very helpful. They say the white end cable, and there's nothing white about any of these. But the picture does show the first pin, the red one, being like this. First pin is on the right, so I'm hoping that's right. I mean, it does have the little divot that lines up, so hopefully that's good. Yeah, okay, now I'll flip it around. Okay, and I'm going to plug in the HDMI cable here now. Again, I'm gonna leave it all hanging. Probably not the best practice, but I'm not too worried about it. Because in case I have to go back here, I don't want to have to do all that again. Okay, now there's some calibration stuff that the instructions say to go over, so I'm going to read all that first. It has something to do with the screen that you have, making it look right. So I'm going to read that and then turn it on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I got the deck on. I decided to put the horrible Pac-Man one on. It's terrible. So anyway, got the switch over here hooked up to this. We'll see what happens. I have no idea this is what we'll do here. Oh. Okay, so, oh shit, okay. So can you guys see this now? Yeah, the ratio is way off on this thing, but it works. Kind of. Okay, to say when the light stops flash, oop, like that. It should be ready. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, so there's 2 sync buttons for player 1 and 2. Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay. I don't know if you can see here, but they have a layout showing you the buttons too, for reference if you really need it. Still don't hear anything, so let's just find a game. Oh. Nice. So that does create the volume. I'm gonna put this closer. I don't know if you guys can hear this. There is something going on here. Can you hear this? It's almost like a little motor running. So sound off. So almost feeds some feedback. I'm hoping that when I start a game you won't hear that. So let's see what happens. Cool. Okay, this is full blast, by the way, so it's kind of loud. Start. Which one start? I forget. Hold on. Okay, so I'm turned down for a second. These buttons on the top are actually the start buttons. The one I thought were macro buttons. So this is, yep, there we go. Behavior. Get over here. to Mario Kart. I'm terrible at Mario Kart though. Sure. Bowser. Okay. Whoa. Oh shit. Shit. The control's pretty good. Shit. Yes. Let's see. Gradius. Double Dragon 2. Yeah. That's where they kill his girlfriend. Okay. Oh. I will say the kick is hard. There we go. Okay, it controls pretty good though. It's kind of cool. Oh, oh. Nope. Oh, I screwed it up. Let's kick her off the stairs or the ladder. There we go. See what else we got. Oh, punch out. Okay. Anybody else have passwords memorized from when you were a kid? Oh, it's not Mike Tyson, I forgot. Okay, I've only beaten Mike Tyson once, or Mr. Dream, whatever. I forget, it was hard as hell. Oops, push start, okay. I don't know what's A and B. Oh shit. Oh shit, no. There we go. Oh shit, oh. Okay. What do we do? Kuma. I was like playing as Dudley. Yin and Yang was pretty good too. I'll just do Ryu. Yeah, it's still on. This is medium. This is full blast. It's not very loud compared to how the other ones were. Let's see. Okay. Okay, the controls are a little weird. As far as you have light punch, medium punch, and then hard kick, and then hard punch is on the far right. So the L and R are on the top together. It's kind of weird. And there we go. Can do a dragon punch. Can't do a dragon punch yet. Maybe I should have done practice. Every time I try, I jump. Whoa, my ass kicked now. Oh, there we go, I did it. There we go. Nice. You win. Let me see what's in here. Hey guys, there's one thing I forgot to mention in my video, and I just wanted to put it in here because I thought it was important enough. When you install the fighting stick, it does not reach all the way down to the existing Arcade1up board. So if you care about that, I mean, if you're standing up, you'll never see it. But if it's from far away, it is kind of ugly. So you'd have to take this to Lowe's or Home Depot and have them add, looks like another 2 inches maybe, to a new board, and then paint it black or something. So just be aware of that. That's all. Okay, well, that's my review. Overall, I'm actually really happy with it. A lot more than I thought. I didn't even really think about it when I bought it, but the fact that you can use a Switch on it is really good because the Switch has so many old school retro games. I mean, there's a ton of them on there, so there's just so much you could play. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of the perfect unit for that. A few issues, but for the price, I mean, especially if you have an old cabinet you don't want to use, I mean, it's an awesome way to kind of extend the life. If you put that in one of your Gen 1 cabinets you don't play anymore, I mean, you'd probably be playing that more than any of the other cabinets. So yeah, I am going to buy the Saturn adapters, and I will, like I said, I'll do another video of that. And I'm going to try to figure out how to do a splitter because there's one game I really want to install on one of the cabinets, and I want to keep the other ones too, so I'll need a splitter, and I think I have to replace the screen. So I'll do a whole video on that because that's going to be, if I pull it off, that's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, and I do want to give another shout out to my friend Jemmy for letting me use her music again in this video. If you guys like old school NES and Genesis music and arcade stuff that's been remixed, check out her channel. She has a ton of stuff. It's all really good, and she makes a new video every month, so check it out. But yeah, I will let you guys know when the next video comes up. It'll be pretty soon here when I get those Saturn adapters, and we'll go from there. Thanks.